The garden where he prayed, they led him through the streets in shame. They spat upon the Savior, so pure and free from sin. They said, "Crucify him, he's to blame." Upon his precious head they placed a crown of thorns. They laughed and said, "Behold the King." They struck him and they cursed him and mocked his holy name. All alone he suffered everything. He could have called 10,000 angels to destroy the world and set him free. He could have called 10,000 angels, but he died alone for you and me. To the alley, the cross, his mother stood nearby. He said, "Woman, behold my son." He cried, "I thirst for water," but they gave him none to
Mother as a follow-up to this song, giving a reading called Guilty.
In a dream the other night, I beheld a revolting sight. I saw a mob betraying God, heard his gentle mother sob. I watched them lash his back, heard the maddened human pack. I saw them drag him down a road, watched him fall beneath his load. Someone there threw a stone. Horrible sound, I heard him moan. Cruelly scourged and crowned with thorns, bearing a heavy cross to Calvary he came. I saw him thrown upon that cross, heard the sneers and curses tossed, there to lie so meek, while they drove carefully each nail to pierce his hands and feet. Hands reddened with his precious blood, raised high and jeered, "If you are the Christ, come leave your cross." "I thirst," he said, and they made haste to dip a sponge in gall and pressed it to his sacred lips. The rabble and the readers mocked him with oaths. The hangman's squad were dicing for his clothes, and 2 thieves jeered at him. Then the mocking mouths fell still. Silence, silence on the accursed hill. Not even the dice clicked. Only the heavy blood clots dropped and ticked onto the stone, the hill that is all ball stone. And now and then the hangers gave a groan, 3 shapes with arms outspread. The blood clots spat to show how slowly they bled. They rose up against the ghastly sky. God, Lord, it's a slow way to make die a man, a strong man who can beget men. Then there would come another groan, and then one of those thieves, tough cavaliers those 2, would curse the teacher from lips bitten through, and the other bid him let the teacher be. I stood much, but this thing daunted me, the dark, the livid light, and the long, long groans one upon another, coming from their bones. The hangman's squad stood easy on their spears, and the air moaned, and the women were in tears. 3 long hours in agony he hung between 2 thieves, before his soul took flight on yet another mission of reprieve. I saw God bow his bleeding head. Then I saw him in Mary's arms, dead. The day grew darker, the angels wept, and lightning rent the temple veil. Thus outraged nature showed her grief, because of God was slain. I hated men for this awful crime. Smug, no part of it was mine. But in a mirror pool near Calvary's height, men washed their guilty hands that night. Reflected in that horrid, bloody place, Christ forgive, I saw my face.